What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing some more stuff on the Subaru. I'm going to be using the carbon fiber wrap that I have, and I'm going to be wrapping out the gas tank because it's just too much red. I want to break up some of that red. Now, one thing I want to do with this car, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. Like, I'm a big ass Resident Evil fan. Matter of fact, the jacket I got on is a replica of Leon's jacket from Resident Evil 2. This is how much of a Resident Evil fan I am. Let me show you. I have a dedicated Resident Evil wall. This one, I have a Resident Evil. This ain't even open yet. This is still sealed. It's not even open. I have a Resident Evil wall here. That PlayStation, that was custom made by me. The system didn't work anymore, so I just did that myself. I have another RPD jacket. That one was a little small for me, so I just kept it, you know, just to put that in the shrine. I got the Leon statue, the Jill statue. I even bought the keys. Down here, I got games and all type of stuff, you know, and I'm gonna use that sticker today probably too. But yeah, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, as you can see. And see, now the thing about being a Resident Evil fan, I'm gonna do something with the Subaru. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a Resident Evil themed car. Not gonna be too crazy, but it's gonna be Resident Evil based, seeing as I'm a fan. So let's go out here and start working on this thing. All right, guys. It's really cold out here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off. I think it's just these two bolts right here holding it on. So I'm gonna take this off and I'm gonna take it in the house and do it because it's not gonna stick well out here. And plus I could apply some heat to it. I'm cold. It's really cold out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Like I said, I think it's just, well, maybe three. This bolt, and that bolt. So I'm gonna take those off and take it in the house. Yeah, guys, I'm just assuming it's just these three bolts. I already took these two off. I'm gonna loosen up this third one, and I think this is the right one. It should just come right off. Put that down there. Yep, and it comes right off. So I'm gonna take this in the house and clean this thing up and wrap it. But before I do, inside of here, this was beyond filthy. I just cleaned this out yesterday. It was beyond filthy. So yeah, whoever owned this thing before didn't really keep it clean. Well, on the outside they did, but inside not too much. So I cleaned it out as best I could. And yeah, let's get this thing wrapped. Okay, guys, I was originally gonna do the mirrors, but I changed my mind because they have like this black outlining around it, and that breaks up some of the red. So I'm gonna just leave the mirrors alone and just focus on the gas cap for right now. Guys, I've got the thing inside now. I always use these little multi-purpose wipes. I've been using these on my OZ since the beginning to, you know, like, just clean it off and whatnot. Not as far as like putting wax and not that. I didn't do it for that. But yeah, I just normally use these. You know, they work perfectly fine. I think I got like two left in here, but it is what it is. But I got the gas cap wiped off. I'm gonna let it air dry, and then I'm gonna start applying the wrap to it. All right, guys, I cut out a piece of the decal. It's a little shorter than what I anticipated. So probably what I'm going to end up doing is just cutting. I have a huge, damn, it's dark in here. I have a bigger piece right here. I'm probably just going to cut that out and use that so I can have the access slat to wrap around the edges, so it'll go all the way around, so it'll look halfway decent. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to apply this vinyl. Yo, this stuff is hella sticky, but it went on smooth. So I'm gonna just cut off the access piece. I'm gonna have to put a piece up here. This is the top of the gas tank. So I'm just gonna put a small little strip up here to cover that up because you're still gonna be able to see it. So I'm just put a small strip up there, cover that up, cut off the access slack. There's a little air bubble there. I gotta get rid of that. And then we should be good to go. All right, guys, it is all wrapped. Only thing I'm gonna do is just touch up the edges a little bit. I'm gonna apply some heat to it and see if that fixes the edges, but it is all wrapped, smooth. So let's start touching up these edges. All right, guys, it is all wrapped. The edges are good, or as good as I can get them. You're not gonna really see that anyway. So yep, it's all wrapped smooth, no air bubbles. Now the finishing touch is this. Like I said, I'm a Resident Evil fanatic. So, and the car's gonna be Resident Evil themed, so why not put the Umbrella Corporation logo on the gas tank? Let's get it. Let's go ahead and get this thing installed. And actually, since I'm back here, I'm gonna remove this. I'm gonna take this shit off of here. This is gonna stay. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping the Subaru logo, even though the whole entire world knows what it is. But this has to go. And like I said, if anything, I could probably take this. If it gets too cold outside, I could probably take the whole entire trunk off and take it in a house and, you know, paint in the basement and just, you know, have the windows open and just paint it down there. That's probably what I end up doing, because it looks like it's easy to take off. There's 2 bolts here and there's 2 bolts over there with a clip that's connected to the spoiler light. So I'll probably do that, but let's get this thing installed. Oh, that is dirty. All right, guys, we got that ugly ass shit taken off of there. Now there's just residue, you know, a little goo gone to get that off. But I'm not gonna do that today because, like I said, I'm gonna wait for a little while until once it gets really cold, then I'm gonna take this off. Take it in the house, paint the whole thing. Plus, I want to get a new wing. I don't like this wing. This wing is just so ugly to me. I hate it. But it's official. I'm gonna be getting that big dumbass STI wing that come on this model. So I'm gonna get that and put that on here. That should be easy to install because look, there's only fucking 4 bolts total holding it in. 1 here, 1 there, and there's 2 on the other side. Now I've seen people drill extra holes when they do it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get some of that automotive double-sided tape and, you know, well, these already have they already got washers in there. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that because this car is not gonna be on the E-way that much anyway, so I'm not gonna be worrying about it getting blown off. But that double-sided sticky tape before the Lancer got annihilated, I had put the Vortex generator on, and I had bought some automotive double-sided sticky tape, and that shit did not move. It was stuck. So actually, I'm probably gonna do a Vortex generator for the top here too. Yeah, I probably will. But yeah, let's move on to the next modification. All right, guys, I apologize if these videos are all over the place. That's because they are. I'm filming them on separate days. Whatever, like say for example, whatever parts I get, I film that. Then I'm just combining it into one video. So again, I apologize for that. But I come outside today and look at this. It snowed yesterday and today, and it is cold as shit out here. So what I'm gonna do is today I'm gonna start the OZ because this thing hasn't been on since the clean culture meet. That was about 3 weeks ago. So, and I don't want the battery to die. So what I'm gonna do is start this and let this thing run for maybe 20 minutes. And I'm gonna double check up under the hood of the Subaru because I think I may have ordered the wrong part. Oh, battery's still good. Everything still comes on. Let's see if it starts. Ooh, it struggled. It definitely struggled. Because like I said, this car hasn't been on in 3 weeks. So it definitely struggled. So I'm going to let this thing run. Luckily, I got a standalone gas tank to put some gas in the car because this thing only has a 1/4 tank of gas. And yeah, I have that. So I'm gonna put gas in that later. Yep, I still got the little yellow sticker right there from the clean culture. I never took it off. So yep, I'm going to let this thing run for about 20 minutes. And tomorrow, most definitely tomorrow, because I don't think I'm going anywhere today. It's too cold and it's snowing and it's all nasty outside. So I'm gonna probably go get gas tomorrow. But let's check the Subaru out. Yeah, guys, so apparently I did order the wrong part. So I went on to cancel the order and I got a factory one that's going to be coming in because I had ordered one from Perrin. And the thing about this alternator, there's supposed to be like an attachment right here. There's no attachment on the 2.5 RS, at least not this one. But there's an attachment right here. So what I did was I canceled the order on that one, and I just got a factory OEM one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just paint it and just customize that, you know, put some graphics and decals on that and whatnot. That way it'll look presentable. But that sucks because I really wanted that Perrin one to fit on here. I really wanted that. So I'm gonna just get a factory OEM one, then I'm gonna just paint it and let my artistic mind run wild and do whatever I can with that. But the radiator shroud is still on the way. They were two separate orders, so the radiator shroud is still on the way. I'm just waiting for that. But yeah, man, it sucks, but I'm gonna have to go stock with that and I'm just customize it. Yeah, guys, I'm letting the OZ run. This thing is still clean as ever. I did wipe it off after I left the clean culture meat. But yeah, man, just doing things slowly but surely. Yeah, I gotta get some more of these made because I'm gonna put on the Subaru. So yeah, man, things are it's gonna be hard trying to do stuff in the cold, but I'm gonna do what I can. But this right here is my pride and joy. I love this thing to death. Super clean. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing some more stuff to the Subaru. First things first, I'm going to be blacking out the trunk of the car because it's just entirely too much red. It's way too much red. So I want to break up some of that red. I did the same thing to the 09 Lancer. It was just straight silver. Even the OZ was straight silver, and I decided to paint some parts of it black to break up all that silver, you know, and it worked out, especially for the OZ. Shit, even the 09 it worked out before it got destroyed. It looked more like an Evo in a sense. But anyhow, I'm gonna be doing the same to the Subaru today because it's supposed to be warm all week, so I want to get as much painting done as I possibly can. And also, I'm going to be doing a custom exhaust for the Subaru. I've seen people, I've been doing research, especially all day yesterday. That's all I did was watch Subaru videos. And I've seen people straight pipe the car from the cat back with one of those eBay fart cans, so to speak. But they also have name brand ones like that. I'm looking into getting a name brand one. I've seen them do that, and they would get the legit like headers and downpipe, and you will have the rumble instead of buying, you know, spending a shit ton of money and buying a complete exhaust or like a cat back, because that shit's expensive. I'm not in the market. I can't afford that shit right now. So I mean, even on my OZ, I did the same thing. I did a custom exhaust. I did the headers and downpipe. Those were legit. Those were by DNA Motoring. And I did a custom, you know, from the cat back. It was all straight pipe with a DC Sports fart can on the back of it. And it sounds amazing. So I'm gonna be doing that to the Subaru. And also, I gotta finish painting the interior, the center console. I figured out how to get that top part out. I'll show you in a second. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you right now. All right, guys, this is what I used on the OZ and on the 09 Lancer. This stuff is some good shit. So, and I still got 2 full cans. So it's supposed to be warm this week. So I'm gonna do as much painting as I can. And, you know, let the weather and the paint do its thing, because I know it's gonna be cold next week. So yeah, this is what I use. So let's get started. All right, guys, this is what I was talking about. This silver piece right here. The screw that I had, there's a Phillips screw, two Phillips screws holding it in, one on this side and one on that side. Now the screwdriver I had, I couldn't get up in there, but my drill, it'll fit. It's just that my drill is not charged, so I'm gonna charge that. I'm gonna strip all of this out, and I'm gonna take this out and paint this. I still got a little bit of paint left for this, and I'm gonna paint this red so the whole entire center console will match, you know, with the silver and red. And also, hold on, let me pop the trunk right quick. I'm gonna be taking this off. There's only, like I said before, there's only 4 bolts holding it in. This one, and there's 2 on the other side, and that brake, the third brake light connector. It's still a little windy out here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off, and I'm gonna take it in the house and paint it, you know, clean it up and paint it. There's ventilation in my basement, so I'm gonna just have the windows open and the fans going, so it'll, you know, all the paint fumes will get out the house. But yeah, I'm gonna be painting this today. And then, oh my God, I can't wait till I get that STI wing. This wing is fucking horrible. I hate it. All right, I'm about to go run some errands, and I will see y'all in a second. All right, guys, I'm back home. This thing was such a hassle to get off. It's been in there for so long. I had to put some WD-40 on it to lube it up to get whatever dirt and grime that was in there out of it. But anyhow, I just got to remove this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, and that bolt. Then I should be good to go. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the wing yet. There's a bolt here, same on this side, bolt here, and a bolt there. I don't know if I'm going to take it off and paint it, or just paint it with the wing on. Well, I might just take it off. It'll be easier. So I'll probably just take it off and just paint them separate. But yeah, I'm gonna get this thing in the house, get it cleaned up, get it prepped for paint. All right, another thing you want to do is you want to protect the glass. So I got this piece of foam right here. I got another piece over here. I use that for when I'm working on the car in the garage. So yeah, I just put that over the rear view glass, whatever you want to call it. The window, I don't want to bust the window, so I'm doing this by myself anyway, so it'd be easier. It's recommended if you use 2 people, but if you're doing it by yourself, even still, always cover that up, because you do not want to break that. That's bad news, because by the time when you unbolt these, the bolts, the damn thing is going to fall straight down. That's why I just went on and put that foam there. But anyhow, let's get this thing off. All right, everybody, I got the trunk in the house. I'm getting it prepped for paint. I can't talk. What the hell? But luckily it's not too dirty. It was just dusty. So I just use the microfiber towel to get all the dust off, and then I'm gonna get some soapy water. I got some auto soap. I'm gonna get some, some soapy water and clean it off and let it dry before I start to paint it. I'm not gonna debadge it. I'm gonna leave the Subaru on there. I'm gonna leave the 2.5 RS emblem. I'm leaving all of that on there. I'm just gonna black it out. And plus, I'm not ashamed. It's a Subi. I don't care. But yeah, I decided to paint it separately because it just would have been a pain in the ass to do that with the wing on. And also, you might want to take the wing off while the trunk is still on the car, because it was a hassle, because I almost dropped some screws into the damn trunk doing it this way. So yeah, if you're doing it by yourself, it's best to try to take the wing off while everything is still on the car. But yeah, let's get this thing cleaned off and get it prepped for paint. All right, guys, I got this O'Reilly's brand. I won a whole bunch of this stuff at my last car show. So yeah, you only need a smidget, just a little. Oh shit, that was too much. You only need a dab, because you're only just trying to make soapy water. That is it. Throw your little microfiber towel in there and stir that up. Then you should be good to go. Of course, you always want to be protected when you're about to paint. Never go in raw. Safety first. All right, guys, as always, light coat is on first. Letting this dry, I had to open up the windows in the basement for some ventilation. And you know what's funny? I actually like the way this looks. It got like this whole tiger stripe look to it. That's actually pretty dope, but everything's gonna get blacked out, so yeah. Just wait for this to dry before I do the second coat. I'll probably do maybe 2 or 3 coats, and then on that 4th coat, just go heavy on it. All right, guys, the trunk is completely painted, but what I'm gonna do is just put a coat of this, of clear coat on it to protect the paint, because like I said, this car is gonna be driven like rain, sleet, snow, all of that. I mean, I know it'll hold up if I don't use the clear coat, because before I painted the OZ, I was driving it in the winter before it looked the way it looked now, and this stuff held up. But, just to play it safe, I'm gonna hit it with some of this clear coat right here and call it a day. All right, guys, the trunk is completely painted. It's dry. Now I gotta put this damn thing back on. I didn't miss no spots. So this shit came out perfect. All right, guys, I got the trunk all installed. Everything went on smooth. It was a little hard trying to get this thing on by myself. I literally had to get in the car and line it up and stick a couple, I should have shown, I couldn't record it because I don't have the equipment. But I had to literally line it up and stick 2 chopsticks in the holes to keep it lined up while I put bolts in. But what you want to do is when you put the bolts back in, I do it like I'm doing a tire. I did this one first, and then I did the opposite. And then I came over here and did this one, and then I did the one over there. So I just did the opposite, just like when you're changing the tire. But I'm gonna get this thing cleaned off and wax it. This looks way better, dude. I'm getting better at painting, hell yeah. Okay guys, now that the trunk is installed, I gotta get this. I got the brake light masked off. I got the little connector masked off. And I'm gonna hit this thing with some paint, get this boy painted. This should be easy going on back on the trunk. So it's already prepped. I'm finna just hit it with the first light coat and let it do what it do. All right guys, you know what? With this one, I'm gonna finish painting this because I'm losing light. So I'm gonna finish painting this and I'm gonna leave it in the garage and let it dry overnight. And tomorrow, I'm gonna show you all what it looks like in the light. Cause I'm gonna pull it up cause I gotta clean off the car anyway. So, and plus I gotta do something else to that center console, that piece that's at the top right up over the radio. I gotta paint that. So yeah, I'm gonna finish painting this and then I'm gonna leave this out in the garage. And the next clip you're gonna see is me showing you what it looks like in the light. All right guys, I got the trunk all painted. Everything is smooth. I cleaned the car, waxed it. I just gotta do that. I'm not even gonna film that, but I'm gonna paint the center part red. So I'm not even gonna film that. But this looks a million times better. A million times better. Guys, this was such a hassle. I wish I had a quick release for this thing because it would have been I would have had so much more room to work with. I had to disassemble all of this whole entire center console just to get to 3 bolts. There was one here, one in the middle, and one on the end. Now, I found my skate tool. I used to skateboard back in the day. Sometimes I still do. And it came with a tiny little Phillips screwdriver thingy-majig. Damn, focus, will you? It won't. Anyway, but yeah, I was able to reach the 3 screws with that. And I was able to take it out. Then I had to disassemble all of that and, not mask it off, but disassemble and take the air vents out. But yeah, other than that, man, everything is falling into place with the Subaru. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Deuces.